This is one of the most disgusting cheeses you are ever going to see, so pay close attention. Fair warning though, do not attempt this against the likes of Beastie or Marine Lord. This is a build meant for Conqueror 1 or below. The reason for this is because if we zoom in closely, we will notice that good players are in possession of these things called eyeballs, so they will see this cheese coming. Okay, let's get into it. This build takes full advantage of the surprise factor, so listen carefully. We will start with a Dark Age Spearman rush. We will then hide a villager in a corner of the map. This little douchebag will build a bunch of stables and a blacksmith. This way, if the opponent is scouting our base, he will see absolutely nothing, and hopefully will feel safe. After a few minutes of producing hidden horsemen non-stop, we will reveal them when our opponent is busy attacking us, or is distracted somehow, resulting in us getting an amazing surprise attack that should net us a bunch of worker kills. This works well with KT due to the Hospitallier Asia bonus. This makes it so our villagers are way tankier and move at the speed of light, which means that even if we get attacked and we have no units at home, our villagers will be able to escape and survive more easily. Also, our douchebag villager is not wasted at all, since we can still use him to chop wood all the way on the other side of the map. Start by sending 4 villagers to a straggler tree, 2 to sheep, and rally all new villagers to food. Your scout should go towards the enemy side looking for the gold vein. Once you have 150 wood, take a foot villager and build a barracks. Once you have chopped another 50 wood, take a wood villager and build a house. For this example, we will produce 3 spearmen only, but you can also try chopping a little bit more wood and sending a villager across to tower rush your opponent. In this case though, we will chop an extra 100 wood with our 4 wood villagers and build a mining camp on the gold. After we have mined the 100 gold we need to age up, we will build a house with one of our gold villagers and send them back to the woodline. At around 320 mark, we should have enough resources to age up with the Hospitallier Commanderie. This will give our villagers extra movement speed and health, which will help them easily survive in case we get attacked. Leave only 5 villagers on food for now, and the rest should go to wood. At this point you can send a villager to an opposite corner of the map. It does not have to be a corner, by the way, just a place where you are sure your opponent will not find the proxy buildings. Once you have aged up, research your first pilgrim upgrade, and your villagers will get extra movement speed, so send 5 villagers from the woodline to a nearby deer pack. I also like to gather berries at this time. This will allow me to save as many sheep as possible in case I get pressured by my opponent. At this point, leave 6 villagers on wood, and the rest should go to food. From here on, you will need to redistribute your macro, depending on the game. If you feel you will need more wood for towers and walls, transfer more villagers to wood. Right now, your proxy villager should start building 2 stables and a blacksmith. Once they are up, start producing horsemen non-stop. Use the gold from your pilgrims to get your economy upgrades in this order. Also get your blacksmith upgrades in this order. Only get textiles if you scouted that your enemy is making units to attack you. Finally, you need to be using your scout to look for weak spots. Find an exposed woodline, gold mine, or deer pack. Try to see where the enemy villagers are, and when you see an opportunity, grab all your horsemen and take your opponent by surprise. The surprise factor is key, by the way. Don't just run your horsemen into the enemy base without any kind of distraction. For example, here I use my Dark Age Spearmen to attack the front of this AI's base, making his army go that way, and use that opportunity to backstab the villagers with my horsemen. At the end of the video we will look at 2 games where I take advantage of distractions to perform incredibly successful raids at my opponents. So how do you counter this? Well, the only answer I can give you is by scouting properly. Be active with your scout at your opponent's base. If it's 7 to 8 minutes into the game and they still have the same barracks from the Dark Age and nothing else, then you can be 100% sure something fishy is going on. Something else you can do in the meantime is to deny pilgrims, and this is something you have to do against all KT players really. So just as a reminder, don't let them get any gold for free. Finally, try to look at the villager distribution. If they are very heavy on food villagers and have 0 gold villagers, that means they are most likely producing a lot of horsemen, since they are really expensive on food. but not so much on wood. Now let's take a look at a couple of games I played against a Mongol and an HRE player. If you would like to watch me play live, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitch. And by the way, I now have a brand new Discord channel, so if you would like a place to brainstorm, build ideas, ask questions, and interact with me, go ahead and join the community. You will find all the links in the description. So we are playing right now in Carmel as Knights Templar, and we are. I first thought about going barracks in the Dark Age, but there's two reasons why I didn't. I didn't do it first. First, because we are in Carmel, so here the gold veins spawn within the TC range, as you can see. So, for example, if we see the Mongol player, actually he can move his TC. So, I really, if I actually went for barracks, I could have been harassing this actually, but I don't like to risk it against Mongol because I don't know where his TC is going to be. So I just went for a build without the spearmen rush. You will see later in the guide that I actually do the guide with the spearmen rush, which is the best thing to do. But in this case, I do not go for spearmen rush because of this reason. But you'll see that this can still work without spearmen rushing. So we get a ton of sheep, a ton of sheep, and we go up with the Hospitallier Knights, which will give our villagers more HP and more movement speed, and that will be really useful for later. I immediately go into deer because you want to take this deer as fast as possible. He also did the same thing, and he's going for deer stones. So this might mean two things. This might mean either Mangudai or Keshiks. So what I need to do is I need to look for which military building he's going to make. And if I see an archery range, then that's going to mean Mangudai. So in this case, I want you guys to see this. So I waited for his scan, for his scan to be on this side. So he was on this side right just now, and now he's harassing my villagers. And when he went through this side, I took that opportunity to send this little guy here all the way over here, and that's going to be really important for later. So right now he's harassing my villagers. I think the reason he's doing this is because he will later add Mangudai. So what I want to do is I want to do a little bit of walls here, and later maybe I can do one wall here. So his Mangudai are not able to reach my villagers really easily. Now I see that he has an archery range, so I get confirmation that he's going Mangudai, and indeed he's producing two at the same time. And here I make a little mistake. And the little mistake is that I was trying to harass his Ubu, but I knew he was going Mangudai. And once his Mangudai are going to get out, this scout is basically dead. So I lose the scout because of this little mistake. Because scout cannot get away from Mangudai, as you can see. So now I lose my scout, which is really bad, but that's alright. And now I'm starting to produce horsemen hidden in a corner of the map, away from his sight. So right now he doesn't know that I have a villager here and that I am producing horsemen, which is pretty funny. So right now I am going into pilgrims. He's taking opportunity to kill those pilgrims. So right now I'm not able to get as much gold as I would like to. But because I already walled both sides, he's not able to get in. He doesn't really know what I'm doing right now. He only knows that I walled myself in, and he has not seen that I've got horsemen right now, which is really interesting. So he's just focusing on denying my pilgrims. That is a lot of attention that he's getting into that. And this is why Hospitalier Knights are really useful, because yes, I did lose one villager here, but they actually have more HP and more movement speed. than normal. See how they have a little bit less HP, and now I'm just building horsemen, building a lot of horsemen infinitely, and I also have my blacksmith on another stable here, just so he doesn't see anything. So if he scouted, he's trying to scout with the thing, right? But he doesn't see that this is actually coming, and because he doesn't see anything, he just feels a little bit safe. And all of his units are trying to get my units. But look at how much damage I am doing on the back of the side of his base, just because he's focused on harassing my base. Now he just lost, I think, 2 villagers there, 1 tower, 2 towers, and he's going to lose all 5 villagers. Just because of these proxy stables that I did right here. I have 3 stables now, and he's about to lose every single villager there. So now I'm vastly ahead. I am really, really ahead, and he's in trouble because he doesn't have any food. Now he needs to go into towers to defend himself because he didn't see this attack coming. And he actually didn't get any. He just got the single kill that I forgot to move the villager from here, and he didn't get any more. And now I'm transitioning into. Actually, I'm not transitioning into Gasol. I'm just investing in more and more horsemen. And I also start making archery ranges on my base to deal with the Mangodai. But now he lost the Uvu. He lost 5 villagers here, and I'm still looking for more villagers. But right now he's just stuck in his base because he doesn't have he doesn't have a way to deal with all of these horsemen that he didn't see. What is this? This is a Knights Templar cheese that I'm analyzing. So right now I'm loving life. I am going into archery ranges. He's still denying my pilgrims, which is fine. But now I'm going to start getting ahead because he just lost a lot of villagers, and I have the military lead right now. Look at how little life they take the Mangodai from the horsemen, because these are also upgraded with +1 ranged armor. And I don't have anything else to attack right now, so what I'm going to do is just go around his base, make sure that he stays on inside and he's not getting any deer, right? Because that's the power of this build. And in the meantime, I'm building a few archers, just so I can deal with those Mangodai. And because I don't have anything else to do right now with my horsemen, I just patrol with 1 here to make sure that he doesn't take that deer. He could take this one, but that would be really, really scary for him because he doesn't know where the rest of my army is. And now I'm back pilgriming because he doesn't have any units on my side, and now I'm going to kill his deer stones. And there's nothing he can do about it. Now that I don't have anything else to attack, he's trying to get this gold, but I see him doing that, so I'll pretty soon come this way too. Now I'm going to transition into Castle Age so I can properly dive his base. He's right now building the steep redoubt, but I mean he needs to go into this gold because his small gold vein already ran out, as you can see. And this is really, really exposed. And look at all of the horsemen and archers that I have. Even though he's in Castle Age, he will not have a way to deal with these units. Now he needs to run back. So that's a lot more idle time that I'm causing to him. But right now I don't want to dive these 2 towers, these upgraded towers. So I just try to avoid him from getting gold, to deny him gold, and I'm scaling into gold right now, just so I can go up to Castle Age. I also got my 2nd pilgrim upgrade, and yeah, I think he never saw this. Let's see. Yeah, he never saw where my horsemen came from, so that's why this cheese is so interesting. He's trying to get this gold. But I mean, step redoubt here, I don't think it's that very good because you need control of the middle of the map first before you can do anything, because these are small gold veins. So he's not getting as much value as he could have Now I still patrol this area. He's trying to get into this deer right here, and I'm going around so I can deny him that deer. And because I see his units here, I definitely know that he's here, and now I see him. So what I'm going to do is I go around the corner of his base, of his vision, and I distract him with these units, I think. Yeah, he's currently distracted, and because he's distracted now, my units have free reign over his food villagers. Now he just lost like another 5 or 6 villagers, and he just calls it. Okay, let's take a look at the second game. Why KT with this cheese? That is basically because when you go across the map with one villager, you don't have to build a mill. A lumber camp. Like if you just make him chop wood, the villager doesn't go to waste. And also because you go with Hospitalier, the Hospitallier Commanderie, your villagers are going to be way more tanky and way faster. So if they decide to attack you, you will have tankier and more mobile villagers to defend yourself with. So as you saw on the previous game, he was trying to get killed with his Mangudai, but he wasn't able to because my builds were just tankier than normal. Also, something else you can do with Hospitaliers is you can go for a Hospitalier Knight, and after you deal damage with your Horsemen, you can heal those Horsemen back to full with the single Hospitalier Knight. So that's also something really useful that you can do with KT. And this last thing that I think is also very good is that the opponent is going to be really distracted trying to deny your pilgrims. Because pilgrims just give you free gold. If they don't do anything about the pilgrims, then you're going to be ahead. So yeah, in this game, what I tried to do is I didn't want to go barracks opening because he HRE has a prelate that can heal his villagers. But because this is Gorge, as you know, in Gorge the scouts are always on the sides of the map. So I knew I could take one villager and make a tower with it, and he will never know about it because his scout, let's see where his scout is. Yeah, his scout is on this side. So he will probably not see this tower being built. So if we take a look at his vision, he's actually not looking at this side here. So after my villager finishes building this tower, I'm just going to get him into a corner of the map, and that's where I'm going to build this hidden stables. So he goes up with the Aken Chapel, and I will soon start going up with the Hospitalier Commanderie. And it seems I got only 8 sheep. I think, yeah, 8-9 sheep is good. Could be better, but it's not bad. And now that I have this tower here, I started mining some stone so I can upgrade it later with the arrow upgrade. So now it is actually there, but he is not able to see it, which is really funny. I'll soon start upgrading the arrow slits, as you can see, and now he will be denied of gold, and he will have to make some units to kill this. So pretty interesting thing here. He is just now going to see the tower. So as you can see now he sees it, but I think he loses one villager. Yeah, I actually got one villager with this tower, which is really funny. And now my villager starts building hidden base here. So this is why KT's I think it's better, because this guy is going to be able to move faster, so it is a little bit less idle time, and I don't have to build a lumber camp for him to not be wasted, you know. So it's really nice to have a KT villager on this side. So now let's see what he's doing. He's actually going into a ton of units, and I think he's also he got professional scouts, so he started to get professional deer from the map. Um, so yeah, really good start for HRE, and he's going to have a lot of units, and this is why I think KT is so useful for this cheese, is because he's going to have a lot of units, and if he attacks me, look at my base. My base is completely empty. The only thing I have in my favor is tankier villagers and speedy villagers. And if I see that he's going to attack, I can also go into textiles, and my villagers are going to have 100 HP. That is why I like Hospitalier Knights with this build. I can also do stuff like this, like going into the middle of the map, getting deer, and my villagers, if I need to escape, I will have a much better time doing so. So now I'm looking for what to do with my horsemen. I already have horsemen, and he hasn't seen this yet. The only thing he knows about is this tower. And he's actually right now he's distracted with my scout. So I'm trying to deny his professional scouts with my scout. So he's a little bit distracted right now, and I am taking that advantage to reveal my horsemen. And he just now sees it because he's distracted with the scout. So now I take that advantage and I kill, I think, let's see, 3 or 4 villagers. I see his units and I just run away. And now, because I dove, I have +1 ranged armor. I am not getting that much damage from the archers. And now, because I have the Hospitalier Commanderie, what I can do is I can just heal them back with 1 Hospitalier Knight. And all this time I've been getting Pilgrim Gold, so I have pretty much all the economic upgrades, and I have the important blacksmith upgrades. And I just kept coming in with the horsemen that were coming out from my hidden base. So look at all the idle time that I managed to take from this HRE player. And I think I also got another villager kill there. So right now the income is really ahead in my favor because I am taking deer. I have not gotten a single raid on my base, and he's distracted with my horseman raids. Now, because all of his army is here, I take that advantage to use the rest of my horsemen to go kill his gold. He does manage to garrison in time, but I mean, this is still another villager kill, so I think I'm 5 villagers ahead, or not ahead because I'm KT, but he's 5 villagers down, and he's about to lose some more here. So this is really annoying for my opponent. I think he's conk, right? I think he's diamond 3. I'm not sure if he has gotten conk before. So yeah, 4 more villager kills here, and he's not able to keep up with the horseman raids. So right now what I'm doing is okay, my cheese already paid out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into archers, and I'm going to try to fight his army and his professional scouts. So now he kind of knows, like, horsemen are coming out of of somewhere, so he tries to look for my hidden base and he finds it. All I do is I just re-rally to another point of my base, and I hide my villager so he doesn't kill it. But right now I'm really ahead. Really ahead, as you can see in the income. And he doesn't have gold. I think he just now is starting to get his main gold. But right now I'm scaling into archers too. And he manages to clear my base, but I already got the important upgrades from my blacksmith, and these 2 stables already paid off. So I just remake them on my base. And now let's see. What would be next right now? All I need to do is just keep denying him from deer. He already took this deer pack, and I think he missed 2 or 3 deer from here. But now I'm able to fight his army. So archers and spearmen and horsemen just on the rest. And look at how many horsemen I have. This, I think KT. I think KT with the French commandery is a little bit overrated in my opinion, because if you just make a full wood-based army like this, archers and horsemen, you take full advantage of the wood upgrade, of the wood bonus. Sorry, that the KT have. So right now I just go a little bit back. I try to kite with my horsemen, with my archers, and I try to kill all the spearmen that he has, so my horsemen can protect me from his horsemen. Now that his spearmen are dead, my archers target his archers. I just have one horseman here to tank, and because I had way too many horsemen, he just lost all of his front line. So right now I'm way more ahead. I was way ahead on economy, and now I'm way ahead on our military because of that fight. So that was an incredible fight for me. Now I'm floating. I'm actually floating. Actually, this is his thing. Behind all of that, I am able to go into what's it called? Into Castle Age. Because all of the damage I did, my economy is way better. There was a villager from me there, and now I'm able to just start making towers all around his base. I think I did this tower because my TC was wrongly rallied to the battlefield. So right now what I'm trying to do is just take his units out as they come out of the buildings. And I did see these two villagers, but I didn't see them in time. So right now what I'm doing is just saving, taking my time. He needs to reinvest in the feudal age, because if he doesn't have units, he will soon die, because I have a way bigger army. And what I can do now is just getting to Castle Age. So now I'm floating a lot of food, which is bad for me, but now I will just expend most of it to go up with the heavy spearmen commandery. He has to go into farms because he didn't get as much deer as he wanted to. He lost, I think, he probably got 1.5 deer packs. But yeah, right now I'm way too ahead. And now I'm in Castle Age. And I think because he sees the Castle Age, he just decides to surrender right now. So yeah, pretty cheesy build, pretty funny build. I don't recommend this against Conqueror, probably 2 players and above, because they will know that you're up to something when they see that you have no buildings in your base. But it's still a really funny build that you can do. And it's really effective if you know that your opponent is not APM heavy and it's going to be distracted trying to do some damage on your side of the map or something.
And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also catch me live over on Twitch or here on YouTube live streams. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See you in the next one.